From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Dennis's Heating and Air Conditioning is Northern California's premier heating and air conditioning contractor. From residential housing, large commercial projects, installation to repair, sheet metal fabrication, and everything in between, we are your go-to heating and air conditioning specialist.
Happy Tuesday morning to you. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Krueger. Thank you so much for joining me here on Weather NorCal this morning. You know, we got a bit of a carbon copy of what we saw yesterday. That being said, not everyone that saw showers and thunderstorms will see them again today. It just means that the overall pattern is going to be pretty much the same. So we've got more showers, thunderstorms here for the day on Tuesday today. Cool and unsettled here through the middle of the week. And I say that because there are still some areas that tomorrow, especially the mountains, could see some snow flurries. Nothing major though. Snow levels on average 2,500 and 3,500 feet. I think they'll be their lowest this morning. And then taking you through the morning hours into midday, the snow levels will start to rise a little bit here. So this is when we expect for your morning commute to see the worst conditions when we're talking travel, but then they should improve here as we get closer to midday. We also have drier and warmer conditions for the second and especially the latter half of this week. So let's get you through Krueger's Quickcast for your Tuesday, April 1st. Today's April Fool's Day. Maybe somebody's going to start playing some jokes on each other. Not going to be doing that here with the weather here. It's a serious thing and we got to get you right to it. And if there's a look at your forecast heading out the door, there's a chance for rain or even snow in the mountains here for pretty much everyone. And we may see thunderstorms as early as this morning for parts of the North Coast. And of course, eventually, many of the valley locations seeing that potential as well. Swirling area of low pressure right here, cold and unstable air. That's all moving in here for today. Once again, much like yesterday. This map, the severe weather outlook, is coming in from the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. And basically what this is saying is the chances there for thunderstorms for all of Northern California. This is what it looked like yesterday. This is what it looks like again here for today. So this morning, you can see some of the heaviest activity will be this morning, including that snow. But by midday, we're still seeing some of the snow in the higher elevations. Snow levels at this point are rising a little bit here from, say, around 2,000, 2,500 feet to now closer to 3,000 to 3,500 feet. But you can see by midday, chance for thunderstorms in the valley, chance for showers, thunderstorms for the coast, but still some of that snow in the higher elevations. It becomes a little bit more in the way of widespread showers and thunderstorms. We've got some clearing skies, but we still have the showers and possible thunderstorms in the valley by 3 o'clock this afternoon, including the coast, and some snow flurries in the higher elevations. By the time we get into 6 o'clock this evening, still looks like some activity around the valley. We're still seeing maybe some activity for parts of the North Coast, and still a few snow flurries with most of them off to the east at this point. Now by tonight, we're still seeing some snow here and there, but we're beginning to wrap up at least this batch of cold and unstable air. But there still will be some tomorrow, which we'll get into what that will mean as far as any chances for precipitation are concerned for your Wednesday. In the meantime, we still have the winter storm warning and winter weather advisory for these areas here, including Modoc County, until 5 o'clock today. All of this right here until 11 o'clock tonight. Bottom line, still seeing some of that snow. That's going to create some more travel concerns. Taking a look at the Mount Shasta Ski Park. Did see about 6 inches of fresh snow the last 24 hours. That summit depth at 118 inches with groomed and packed powder conditions. Now there still will most likely be at the very least a rain-snow mix around Mount Shasta I-5. That'll eventually turn over most likely rain though by the afternoon, and there's most likely going to be some snow on especially Snowman Summit. And as you're heading to the ski park itself from Highway 89, known as the Ski Park Highway, most likely seeing snow on that road as well. So just be prepared for the fact that you're going to be dealing with snowy roads, especially as you get closer to the park. But there we are looking at upwards of another foot of fresh snow as we go into at least the next 24 hours. So look at the chain requirements as of this morning, as of between 5 and 6 o'clock this morning. Highway 89 to the south and east, you're seeing some of the chain requirements, 97. Highway 3 near Wairika. A lot of the same areas. Now we're also noticing, we're starting to see some of that here, looks like around Oregon Mountain. Also on Highway 3, we're seeing Highway 36 west. So it looks like Highway 299 west is being impacted by the snow. As anticipated, still not out of the question for us to eventually see through the early morning hours around Mount Shasta Weed. Meanwhile, east of I-5, we're still seeing plenty of chain requirements there, including Cedar Pass and even around Highway 129. So yeah, we've got to be concerned about that and watch that. The good news is the conditions should improve by midday, but still most likely some chain requirements east of I-5 here throughout the day today, but conditions really should improve. No more chain requirements most likely through the afternoon for Highway 299 West, but still keep an eye on Highway 36 West. Now, even though we're not expecting a lot of snow tonight or early tomorrow morning, looks like we still may have some leftover chain requirements, especially east of I-5 here as we go into early tomorrow morning. So here's what we can expect here for today. Still on the cool side, showers and thunderstorms for the valley, temperatures in the 30s and 40s for the higher elevations and low 50s for you along the coast. Also, the chance for more showers and thunderstorms. There's a look at your 7-day outlook for the valley. We're dry by tomorrow. We're going to keep it dry through the weekend. And you see that? We got a chance for showers here on Monday. At this point, I wouldn't count on much, if anything. But there is that chance nonetheless, and that's going to be for everybody. Otherwise, the coast, still a chance for a few stray showers tomorrow. But anything we see tomorrow, whether it's rain or snow, it's going to be few and far between, and it won't amount to much, and it won't have much in the way of impacts. So you can see, yeah, some snow around Mount Shasta, but it's a very slim chance, and it's going to be just a passing snow flurry. So again, not going to have much of an impact on your travel. All right, so before we get to the deeper dive forecast, just want to remind you there's a 24-hour streaming channel available on all Weather NorCal platforms, including weathernorcal.com, the free Weather NorCal app, Roku, Amazon Fire Stick. If you don't have either of those devices, or just a smart device outside of these, or a smart TV, most likely you've got the YouTube app. Just search for Weather NorCal. You're on the Weather NorCal YouTube page. You can not only watch the 24-hour streaming channel, but the cool thing about the YouTube app is you can watch the latest video on demand, like the one you're watching now. So the area of low pressure is spinning right here. Cold and unstable air is moving into Northern California. This is going to be one of those rinse and repeat type of forecasts from yesterday. Now, again, not everyone's going to see the thunderstorms that saw them yesterday, but we are seeing that potential here for the coast in particular and for the valley, seeing those best chances for thunderstorms. Now, this does include for tomorrow the eastern mountains. I wouldn't really anticipate that we're going to see thunderstorms there, but more in the way of some snow flurries. And you'll see that when we look at futurecast here. So this morning, some of the heaviest rainfall north end of the valley, some of the heaviest snow this morning. Snow levels will start off on the lower end here, maybe as low as 2,000 feet. Maybe places like Weaverville, Hayfork, you're seeing some snow. Bernie, I think you're seeing snow. Shingletown. People have been asking, when I say Shingletown, what do you mean? Because there's several elevations, 2,500, even upwards of over 4,000 feet. I'm talking about 3,500 foot elevation Shingletown. That's Shingletown proper. That's the center of town. That's where the post office is. That's what I'm talking about. But even Shingletown proper could be looking at the potential for some snow as well. I've already seen some of that this morning. There you can see we are looking at, by midday, showers and thunderstorms for the valley. At this point, we're going from about 2,000, 2,500 foot snow levels to about 3,000 to 3,500 foot snow levels. So we're beginning to see some of the lower mountain communities that are seeing snow this morning probably start to see those turn into a rain-snow mix to eventually rain as well. But places like Mount Shasta may be a bit of a mix at this point. Take you into 2 o'clock this afternoon, showers and thunderstorms for the valley, for the coast, snow flurries, but we're starting to see this become less widespread and then in the way of scattered showers, snow flurries, and thunderstorms. Even 5 o'clock, we're still seeing that potential in the valley, snow flurries in the mountains, mainly above 3,000, 3,500 feet. Some scattered showers, maybe even some thunderstorms for the coast. But by tonight, you can still see some leftover snow flurries, especially off to the east. That dries out by tonight, but maybe still some snow off to the east here into the early morning hours. And even along the coast, there may be a stray shower tomorrow morning, but we're all starting off dry. By the afternoon, this is what I was talking about. By the afternoon hours on Wednesday, I think we will see just a stray snow flurry here or there for some of the higher elevations, but as I mentioned, not enough for it to really create any major impacts. The valley should remain dry with a few afternoon clouds developing here, but staying dry. Now Thursday, we're starting off dry as well, By midday, we're starting to see those clouds, especially for Siskiyou, Modoc, and the eastern mountains, seeing some clouds developing. This would lead me to believe that by the afternoon on Thursday, we may once again see a stray snow flurry for some of those higher elevations. But the same situation, it won't amount to much, if anything. Otherwise, dry for everyone else on Thursday as well. Look at these rainfall totals. And this is something I always stress when we're talking about the potential for scattered showers and thunderstorms. That's the very definition of that. It's going to be scattered all over the place. Forecast models cannot predict exactly where each of those cells are going to develop. So with that said, we look at through 10 o'clock tonight, almost a half an inch for Redding. That's if a shower or a thunderstorm develops over you, Redding. Okay? This is about what I was saying here for Redding yesterday. And we only saw a few hundredths of an inch of rainfall. So again, it just depends on where these showers and thunderstorms develop, will depend on how much rain you end up seeing. But we could see upwards of, say, a few tenths, a few hundredths, maybe over a quarter to even close to a half an inch if you get caught under a thunderstorm. The higher amount would be areas that get caught under those thunderstorms. And there you can see also some of the rain out along the coast. Then we progress this through into Thursday. We're not going to see any more on top of that because most of what we see here is going to be today. Now, as I mentioned earlier, all of this area right here, all of this, I'm just kind of painting that all in. These are all through 5 o'clock today. This is until 11 o'clock tonight for the eastern mountains. Bottom line, we've got more snow in the forecast. These numbers are coming directly from the forecast model. These are not my exact numbers. I would say we're going to be in the lower end there for Mount Shasta City. This is basically kind of taking what we saw last night and early this morning. Bernie, you might see a little bit more. I'd say maybe 1 to 2, maybe upwards of 3 inches at most. Maybe 1 to 2 for Alturas. We did see some snow yesterday in Alturas. Weaverville, Hayfork, got you to trace. Again, if we can get that window of opportunity of that colder air really streaming down, I think we could see more than just less than a half an inch, maybe 1 to 2 inches possibly, right? And then, of course, you can see up towards northern Siskiyou County, that potential for some of that snow. And Chester, on top of what we've already seen, about 2 to 4 inches. So once again, remember I was talking about Thursday afternoon, looking at the potential for maybe some activity here. And that's what the long-range forecast model is picking up on. Then we go into your Friday. Look at that. We're done. We're done with the rain and we're done with the snow. Now this weekend, look at this. See this band kind of approaching? Sunday morning, maybe a stray shower for the coast, and then another weak system kind of pushing through on Monday. The European forecast model is going to hold off until Monday and is more aggressive with the potential for rain on Monday. So that's why I'm putting that chance in there for Monday. But again, I don't anticipate it to be a big deal. And then by Tuesday of next week, that all moves on out. We'll have to watch this here for the middle to latter part of next week. But really overall, once we get past today, drier and warmer conditions are in the forecast looking at the long range. Speaking of those drier conditions, hey, this is still looking good though with the rain that we've seen. Over a foot of elevation gain for Lake Shasta as well as Lake Oroville. We are approaching 90% capacity. We were there not too long ago. Then it dropped when they did all those releases, but now we're starting to see them go back up again, especially with all the rain. Now, with the rain, we're feeling good about it. You look at Northern California, no drought conditions here, but look at Southern California, look at the rest of the nation. There's a lot of areas that are seeing anywhere from a moderate to even exceptional drought. So with that all being said, you can see all of the red flag warnings that we do have towards the southern United States, Southwest as well, out towards New Mexico, and even into Arizona. Nothing for us or even Southern California. But this, once again, is that friendly reminder that if you do live on property with a lot of brush or trees, you've got to think about that defensible space, clearing out that brush. And if you are not capable of doing it yourself, then it's very important that you have somebody else do it for you, whether a friend or a neighbor or someone you hire, because it's not only for your safety. Think about your neighbor's safety as well, because we've got to make sure that we do everything we can to protect our property and those around us as well. Taking a look at that temperature outlook, you can see that cooler than normal conditions to our south and east, but look at us. Oh yeah, temperatures are starting to warm right back up. We're going to go from below normal that we've seen over the last 10 days or so back up to above normal, and we are approaching that 80-degree mark by the middle and latter part of next week. Look, sounds pretty good, doesn't it? I think it's a break that we all deserve. Still have those fairly high wave heights for today, but those are going to retreat pretty quickly here throughout the day on Wednesday. So with that said, those high wave heights today, we still have that small craft advisory through the afternoon. You do have those winds coming in from the northwest at about 15 to 20 knots. So your Trinity County neighborhood forecast, your temperatures are going to be the upper 40s to about 50. There's that chance for showers and thunderstorms. If you see snow, it'll be this morning for Weaverville, Hayfork. By mid-morning, late afternoon, into the afternoon hours, it's most likely going to be in the form of rain. 50 degrees for Blue Lake, 53 degrees for Garberville, 50 in Honeydew and Rio Dell, about 47. Showers, possible thunderstorms. We saw a lot of marine warnings and special weather statements along the coast yesterday because of those strong thunderstorms. We could be looking at a repeat of that again here for many places along the coast again today. Wednesday, you are looking at a slight chance for showers, but don't count on much, if anything, for the inland areas. For Siskiyou County, showers, maybe some thunderstorms, especially for the lower elevations, but I do expect some of the heavier snow to be above 3,000 feet here for today. Take a look at your Modoc County neighborhood forecast, mainly above 3,000, 3,500 feet. With those snow levels, your temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 30s. And your Eastern Mountains neighborhood forecast, temperatures in the low to mid 40s, 48 degrees for Paradise. You could see a straight thunderstorm for Paradise, maybe even around Susanville, but we are seeing those snow levels around 3,000 to 3,500 feet. Your Valley neighborhood forecast to the south, these temperatures are going to be the upper 50s to the even low 60s. Chance for showers and thunderstorms throughout the afternoon, dry by Wednesday, and there's that slight chance coming in on Monday. Let's take a look at your 7-day forecast, starting off with Chico. There's that chance for thunderstorms today, dry and warmer. We're in the 70s by Friday, mid-70s over the weekend. 59 degrees for a high today in Redding, 53 degrees for Whiskeytown, 59 in Red Bluff, in Palisadro, and Cottonwood. There's a look at your 7-day forecast for Redding, and temperatures slowly increasing. We're in the mid-60s by Thursday, low 70s by Friday, mid-70s over the weekend, and then a slight dip on Monday, really mainly due to the fact that we will see more cloud cover and that slight chance for some showers by Monday. That's your morning update. I'll be back again at noon. Have a great morning.
Barr & Mudford is a top, established firm here in the North State. Founded over a half-century ago, Barr & Mudford is protecting the rights of our neighbors and community. We take our commitment to our clients very seriously and provide a level of excellence unrivaled in the North State. Barr & Mudford, standing up for the rights of our neighbors and our beautiful community, serving Northern California with excellence.